Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Pragmach. Today I want to discuss smartwatches, and in particular a fitness-oriented smartwatch. But it's not the smartwatch that you would have expected. It's not an Apple Watch Series 6, it's not a Fitbit, and it's not a Samsung Galaxy Watch. And those are just naming some of the few big ones that you would have expected to see or hear about. You know the title of the video, so today we're going to be looking at the Wyze Watch. And what exactly is the Wyze Watch, and what exactly is Wyze? Best known for their home security cameras. They have a basic wired camera, they have a pan camera that can scan a whole room, and they even have an outdoor camera. All those cameras, they're very well priced. They're actually suspiciously low priced. But when it comes to the performance of the product, they are very good cameras. They're dependable, they're reliable, and there's a fair bit of support from the company as well. Especially in a world where home security cameras can cost hundreds of dollars, brought the technology to an affordable level and dependable at $20 and $30. And they can just not be beat for the price. And now they want to bring those skills and that ability to deliver value to the smartwatch world. Now, before we get into the feature set and the specifications for the watch, I just want to make note that it is priced so differently from an Apple Watch. It is priced so differently from most of the Fitbits. That's what makes this product so appealing. It's the feature set combined with the price. At the time of editing, this watch is currently sold out, but it was available at a $20 pre-order. It's potentially a $20 Apple Watch killer. I'm just joking. I doubt it's that, but it might just be a very feature-rich product that delivers a lot of value and affordability. I don't think that this watch is meant to take on the majors. It's not meant to take on Google. It's not meant to take on Apple or Samsung for that matter. But I think what they're wanting to do at the $20 price point, prove they can deliver value, acquire some capital, and begin iterating on this first generation product. And the company did want to point out that it is an all metal design. Except for the band, it's all aluminum. The focus was to eliminate plastics in the design of the watch, and that was to increase durability. Not to mention, I think watches always look better in metal over plastic. Using aluminum is a good way to keep the weight down. It's a very strong material, but it's also lightweight. The watch will be coming in two sizes, a 47mm watch face and a smaller 44mm watch face. The larger version is expected to have a slightly bigger battery and thus longer battery life, according to the documentation from the company. And as you might imagine, with a screen that size, the watch is designed to integrate well. They are also promising compatibility with apps like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, and Gmail. There is going to be a wider array of app support. It's not entirely clear what platform they're running this on and how they'll integrate those things, so we'll have to watch for when the product's released and see what it looks like in the real world. From a design perspective, there's also the ability to customize the watches and add a little bit of flair. There are some interchangeable watch straps for sale, and they allow some customization and choice. They actually even include a leather option for $12. And normally that would be a steal, but for a $20 device, $12 is actually kind of expensive. I guess it's all relative, seeing how Apple does the exact same thing with some of their bands. But I'm glad the company did decide to add the ability to add some flair, to change up the design a little bit, and make your watch a little bit more you than not. The regular plastic straps are available for as low as $5, which I think is a good deal. Now, looking at some of the promised features, they are very impressive. I have to say, on paper at least, they're promising a lot. And the most surprising feature is the blood oxygen monitor, which you may or may not know, that was a big deal for Apple. On the Series 6 Apple Watch, which was released just a few months ago in late 2020, the big additional feature was an O2 monitor. So it's surprising that we'll be seeing this technology at a different price point. The way the Wyze O2 monitor works, there is an LED cluster on the back of the watch, and that emits two wavelengths of light. Using those two waves, it determines the blood O2 saturation levels. It'll be interesting to see how accurate the real world results of the O2 monitor. Moving on, the device is water resistant up to 2 meters with an IP68 rating. It has a built-in heart monitor. There is sleep monitoring built into the device. It will even determine the position you're sleeping in addition to the depth and duration duration of your sleep. You've got your workouts and your sleep covered in one device. Not sure how they're able to determine the position you're sleeping in. Sleep monitoring is important, so a great feature to add in there. For battery life, the company is saying up to 9 days of regular use, which is a long time, and this was determined in their laboratory tests, so we'll take it with a grain of salt. But charging once a week sounds really nice. It does have magnetic charging, however, it will not support wireless charging like a Qi Standard or something like that. Well, remembering that the pre-order for this device was $19.99, the feature set we see here is outrageous. Sleep monitoring and the blood oxygen monitor being some of the most interesting features. The company's pre-order of 20,000 units has sold out. In fact, the company has sold over 100,000 pre-orders. There is a bit of risk you're purchasing before seeing it or seeing reviews. So there is always a bit of a risk. The product might not be as good as you expected. But frankly, at the low cost of $20, it might just be worth a shot. We should stop and talk about some of the notable omissions. There are some features that a lot of the smartwatches have that are missing that we should cover really quickly. The device does not have GPS. There is also no NFC chip, so you'll not be able to make tap payments or anything like that. From a messaging perspective, the device will only be able to receive text messages. It's not able to send them. You will not be able to take a call because it is missing a microphone and speaker. So really, without a microphone or speakers, it's going to be more of a notification device. Additionally, there is no music support or smart assistant support, and its total app library isn't entirely clear. However, on the bright side, it does look like the fitness data will feed into Apple Health and Google's Health apps. Really, the most interesting part about this device is the price. It might just be brilliant on the part of the company to deliver a good device at a low cost and maybe iterate later to add in some of these features. It's entirely possible that in a few years, the Wyze Watch on a second, third, or fourth iteration could become a more feature-rich and be set up to compete with some of the more dominant smartwatches, like the Apple Watch. Right now, I would not consider this in the running, and maybe that's not important. Maybe it doesn't even need to compete with some of these larger smartwatches. Wyze been very successful with their cameras by keeping the prices low and growing their customer base from there. Maybe that's what they plan to do with the watch as well. I think when we're dealing with smartwatches, the price points have gotten way out of control, and I think this might be able to prove that you can deliver a good device at a much lower cost while still having a number of the most important features that customers need, like fitness tracking and sleep monitoring. Now, this watch is not due to be shipped for a while. In fact, its first customers will not see the watch until March 2021, so there are a few months before we're going to see what this looks like in the real world and what people are thinking about it. And for anyone interested in pre-ordering who might be tempted by the price, do take some time to read through the specifications and the feature set. Just consider there is a little bit of risk whenever you pre-order a product. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening to my thoughts. Please let me know what you think. Do you think that customers are looking for a more basic fitness device, something a little bit more affordable that doesn't look so bad? And make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And again, thank you from Pragmach.